hell's over here? Electro. Okay. He's not gonna kill me. Alright, I'm just gonna take it as this is a way out from where this is over here. I'm not gonna deviate too far from the main path. Whoa. Holy shit.
Crazy ass pump thing killed that whale. Damn.
Oh god damn it.
Design in the field of biomechanics.
Fuck.
Simply, it is a hydraulic pump.
Isn't that what I just said?
Why did it kill a fucking whale?
Fucking Tin Man. Fucking Tin Man.
Fucking Tin Man. Am I right, P-3?
How about this?
Reloads weapon. Shit, shit, shit. Oh, fuck.
Lights out.
What in the hell? What is that all about? Oh, fuck. Come on. Fucking hell.
Watch out! Where's your fucking button? How do you like that, gearhead?
Come on.
For it. How do you like that?
Come on. Fucking.
Lousy piece of shit! In the head.
I really have no idea if I'm making very good progress with this fucking Fuck. What in the fuck are those? Come on. Bitch. Ugh. There's our path up. Ugh. Give me what you got. Come on. Are you serious? Cool, I'm fucking stuck. Jesus. Alright, Mundfish. I got a feeling we're getting close. Don't fuck up on me now. Why the fuck? Jesus.
Whoa, that thing was dangerous. I didn't know if I could handle it.
I did.
There are much more powerful robots out there. Real combat robots are far deadlier.
There aren't any combat bots here.
Not yet, but once Collective launches, they will be everywhere. And 2 of them will be equipped with beta connectors. Do you have any idea how much blood will be spilled because of one person's private ambitions?
You in the rings are driving me nuts. When are you assholes gonna stop trying to pull my strings?
When did we get that?
Done. Happy now?
Good decision, Comrade Major. I have no doubt that it saved lives. Perhaps many more than I can imagine.
Let's hope so.
I mean, you didn't look like you threw it that far. I probably would have waited till I got to the top of the lighthouse, you know? Oh, Jesus.
Crap, what a surprise. Why'd they freeze up?
The access code has been successfully extracted from Petrov's neuropolymer memory. Combat mode has been disabled, and the robots have returned to their normal status. Well done, my boy. Everyone who was able to hide and survive owes you their lives. You've done me proud.
Thank you, sir. What now?
Come back to Chelome, get a checkup, and take some leave. You've earned it. I'll deal with the fallout from this mess.
Roger that. I'm on my way.
You didn't tell Sechenov about Philantova. Are you still planning to meet with her?
I want to see this evidence she says is so important.
Dr. Sechenov isn't going to like it, you know.
So don't tell him.
There's always a lighthouse.
I don't see
You remember
Larissa's
that?
body, so she must have gotten past the Trophus.
Do you remember that? Do you remember from BioShock? There's always a goddamn lighthouse. Okay, well, maybe this isn't the way up.
Think we should head upstairs?
I don't know if I cut him off or not.
lighthouse, huh? So where is she? Larissa! Freaking critters, you around here somewhere?
I do not detect anyone in the vicinity.
Let's take a look around. She's gotta be here.
Do you trust Dr. Filatova?
I don't trust anyone. But she's got something important to tell me. And I'm sure Dr. Sechenov is hiding something.
Has Dr. Sechenov ever told you about his plans?
Not really. I mean, he's never really had to, but now this whole thing with Petrov, Jellyman killed Stock and the boss didn't even bat an eye. Is the launch of Collective really so important he can't even delay it out of respect for the dead?
I have no data on this topic, Comrade Major.
No data, huh? Well, I don't have any data either. So let's go get some.
Saving data.
Can't get through there. Climbing up then. How did she know we'd be able to fucking climb this thing? Whoa. What the hell? Hope you don't mind if I take some of this shit. There it is.
What do we have here? A chair and a TV? This isn't what I was expecting.
What were you expecting? I suspect that this room has a specific function.
Were we about to get brainwashed? Or is this where we were brainwashed? Are the cartoons even real? Whoa.
Crispy critters!
I believe that the unscheduled acceleration was caused by the elevator access system being hacked. Otherwise, Dr. Filatova would not have been able to initiate it.
So she hacked the system. Kinda like how all these poor bastards got hacked to bits.
What the that was a dumb
So
comparison.
that's Neptune, huh? Looks nice.
But hey,
Actually,
we're in Rapture.
Looks amazing. A rapture. I
What?
wouldn't mind spending some time there myself. But I can't even imagine what's going
Damn.
on right now.
Comrade Sechenov asked you to return to Chelome. How will you explain this delay?
We can deal with that. Let's talk to the doc first. But if she tries to take off again, she's gonna regret it. I'm sick of playing cat and mouse with her.
That's so cool. A little BioShock fucking tip of the hat. I mean, this whole thing's clearly meant to show that. You bitch.
What are we doing here? What do you want?
Just hear me out, P-3. Let me try to give you a different perspective, and then you can decide how to handle things.
Why are we
Do you
not
know
killing
how
her?
Sechenov is planning to use Collective? What he's going to do with it?
After Collective launches, people will be able to control robots with their minds, and they won't be able to stab each other in the back anymore. Sounds nice.
I used to think that way too, but that's not how things really are. Collective isn't just about controlling robots. Sechenov will be able to control everyone who's a part of Collective. Collective is diabolical, Nechayev. It's even worse than slavery.
Bullshit. It's just the same old chain of command, but on a virtual network. What's so awful about that?
Come on, see for yourself.
Yeah, I got
I've
questions.
got questions. How'd you get in here? Why didn't the Drofus stop you?
I work here. Well, I used to. Only Sechenov can revoke my access. And he's got his hands full right now. And I'm no threat to him.
Where are we?
This is the Academy of Consequences, the facility's memory, analytics center, and primary archive. The activities of all the other complexes are studied here in order to draw conclusions and generate probability matrices.
Get to the point.
The Academy has a number of interesting departments. For example, there's the Radio of the Future. By mathematically combining shortwave and quantum echoes, we can predict the music people will be listening to 50 or even 80 years into the future. But there's another very special department here called Polymerized Subject Behavioral Psychology. They're supposed to be volunteers, but...
Get to the point. And no more grenades or other bullshit. Any funny business at all and I'll kill you. This is your last warning.
Sure, fine. Come on, I won't waste your time.
Okay, lead on.
Any more of my time. She do be kind of thick, though. She has our hairstyle. I'm going in first. Seems like an awful way to fucking trap me up, but okay.
Well, are you ready? Disable polarization.
What the fuck?
Fuck is this place? A haunted house or something?
It's a tomb of the mind. The volunteers who lay the foundation for Collective. The first few groups of subjects all died. Group 30 went insane. Group 73 killed themselves. Group 101 killed each other. Group 204 was the most successful. They all survived. Their consciousness is now in an imaginary world. We call it Limbo. And their bodies are here, under my complete control. Want me to make them do something?
Why?
To show that I'm not lying?
Whatever. Line them up.
Holy shit.
Keep going.
The fat guy. Tell him to jump. He could use
Just him? Why don't I make them all jump? After all, we all live in a communist society. Goddamn you, jump!
This is insane. Why do you people even do this shit? Fuck. Poor bastards.
No, that's where you're wrong. Chemically speaking, they're all perfectly happy. That's what Collective is all about. The entire world will be just like
Why would
this.
Sechenov want to turn everyone into a bunch of idiots? Was he trying to make fun of the world by making people run around naked and act like animals?
No. We were able to prevent the degradation of individual consciousness. Memories, behavior, speech patterns are all preserved. But there's one thing they won't be able to avoid. The complete loss of their free will.
We gotta stop this.
Stop this. That's what Victor was trying to do. You got in his way, and now it's too late.
Your boyfriend lost his mind and killed people. He tried to tell me Sechenov taught the robots to kill during the design phase. Why would Boss do that?
Why? Why did he design Collective to be a mind control system? Why does he need those special neurocontrollers? Sechenov wants to enslave the entire world. I'm sorry, but if you don't understand that, you're an idiot!
Well, yeah. That's pretty obvious.
The Boss would never do that.
He would, and he will. On Monday.
All this is really hard to swallow. But I'll help you. Whatever you're planning, I'm in.
Just like that.
You're willing
He's
to
fucking,
turn on Sechenov.
yeah, just like that. I guess.
After what you just showed me. Yeah. I want to hear what he's got to say.
P1, P2, P3. Your mind is never free.
The fuck?
A man can be repaired.
What? What was that?
What's what?
Nothing. I'm just digesting what I saw.
Holy shit.
If you worked here, then why didn't you try to stop this?
I thought it was for the best. I thought it was for the good of the entire Soviet Union. But when I realized what was really going on, I had to bide my time, wait for the right moment. Victor and I risked everything and you know the rest.
Why did you help me?
Perhaps because I care. And besides, it's not about you. Well, not only you.
Fine, moving on.
The test subject is not leaving limbo.
Hey, Major.
I'm fine. My head's been killing me lately. I've been seeing things. This is one hell of a job, let me tell you.
It won't hurt, Sergeant. You won't even remember a thing.
Hallucinations are
That
serious
sounds
business.
like fucking
Well,
Charles.
I am a neurosurgeon. I can probably help if everything ends well.
No thanks. A little vacation will fix me right up. I mean, if this all ends well.
Fine.
Listen, about Victor,
What? Did you have no choice? You couldn't have acted differently? Will you now tell me that you're sorry? What?
I am sorry.
Well, I'm not. I should be, but Victor... No other outcome was possible. It wasn't even quite him at that point. I don't want to talk about it.
Is that supposed to be like underwear or drawn on?
I just don't feel comfortable around these people.
Huh, well, just you wait. Soon this is gonna happen all over the Soviet Union, and later the whole world. Then you'll see all people stripped of their free will.
You know, free will doesn't guarantee that a person won't be a scumbag.
What? Are you justifying atrocities?
Atrocities? What atrocities? If they're volunteers, coming here was their choice. It's got nothing to do with me.
You're a monster.
Affirmative. That's enough. I'm too busy to chat right now.
Very well. Enjoy the view.
Yeah, this game is very wonky. At least comparative to most AAA titles. I mean, like, it's not thoroughly polished. I fucking hate this. Huh? How about you just go the max speed? Am I able to...
Resist, my darling. Resist.
Ah, fuck. I'm so sick of these goddamn hallucinations.
Do you see colorful spots before your eyes? Does your perception of the world change?
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually.
exactly. Do you know what this shit is?
You were crossing into limbo, but it can't be stopped. How did you interrupt it?
I don't know. It's like that lump of polymer is calling out to me. A big, teardrop-shaped one. Right there, straight above us. Do you see it?
There's nothing there.
What do you mean? I'm looking right at it. Oh crap, now it's gone.
It's a hallucinatory reaction.
I didn't see anything.
A side effect of the surgery you underwent. The reaction of a damaged brain to the presence of a neuropolymer implant.
What are you even talking about? What implant?
Did Sechenov not tell you? So you don't know what's happening to you?
Charles,
Pretty obvious.
Do you know what's happening with my head?
I am not detecting any internal changes, Major. But your Voskhod polymer extension is clearly receiving an unidentified stream of external data.
What's that interface? Who are you talking to?
It's a chatting artificial librarian, an AI in my Polymer Glove. It doesn't matter. Charles, what are you talking about?
Charles?
Wait, Charles, what data? What Voskhod polymer extension?
The Voskhod polymer extension was developed using data from experiments conducted by Dmitri and myself.
What? Yourself? And why are you calling Dr. Sechenov Dmitri? Who are you?
Comrade Major, this will be difficult to explain. I am...
Charles! Why the fuck are you all staticky? What the hell is going on?
Keep it together, Major. If what I'm thinking is true, I should be able to access the archive right now. There will be records about you.
Is the glove even talking to me for real?
State your name and personal access code.
Crispy critters.
Invalid name.
Fine, I'll hack in.
Not so fast. Name Chariton Zahara. Code Fluffy.
Code accepted. Access granted.
Charles.
She used
there?
Sakharov's shit?
Nothing?
Nothing. So, what is Charles then?
Long story short, your Charles is Professor Chariton Zakharov.
Huh, that was short. So how could he be Zakharov?
Professor Zakharov was developing the collective subsystems and worked on the module. The one you have inside you. They told us he ran a number of experiments on himself. The result was disastrous and unpredictable.
On himself? Was he an idiot or something?
Oh, he certainly wasn't an idiot. Zakharov was a misanthrope obsessed with science. I don't think he cared about what happened to his body all that much.
So Charles isn't a person anymore. Just a device.
I don't know, I guess he is. Except this device is based on the logical paradigm and experience of one of the brightest Soviet geniuses.
So why does Sechenov want him?
Because Sechenov never dismisses what he can use. It's easier for him to change everything to fit his needs. I guess you noticed this already. What's funny is that you seem to have made friends with your glove.
Damn it.
We've been through a lot. I've got feelings, you know, being alive and all. So does he.
Did.
So when did you realize that Charles is Zakharov?
Just about right now. When he went offline. I had no idea Sechenov had stashed his consciousness into your glove. It was the abbreviation Charles that tipped me off.
I had no idea stashed his consciousness. Charles.
How can you talk about this so calmly?
To me, Chariton Radionovich died a long time ago. I'm done mourning him. And besides, I'm a scientist. We're more impassionate towards death than to muddling one's brains.
So, how do we get in?
Only a small bunch of people have permanent access to the archive. Sechenov, Lebedev, the director of the academy, and Zakharov. Like you reminded me.
Fluffy, huh? So what would we have done if the password hadn't worked?
I'm sure you would have smashed the door with your bare fists. But now Archivist thinks I am Dr. Zakharov, so we got lucky. And now we can learn everything about you. Let's go.
Wouldn't that be kind of fucking scary?
Zakharov, what is the subject of your query today?
Agent P-3, personal file.
Your search returned 42 audio records.
Jesus.
So, which one do you want first?
I couldn't care less.
Then pick one at random.
Okay.
Try this one.
Commencing playback.
The events in Bulgaria left the agents badly injured. Technically speaking, they were clinically dead. Agent Blesna could not be saved. Since Agent Plutonium's condition was less severe, it was possible to return him to combat readiness. However, his nearly destroyed limbs had to be amputated and replaced with the latest prostheses.
Yeah, I already know half my body's prosthetic. What else is new?
These are
Agent
just general
Plutonium.
observations. Find another recording.
Might as well take this place for all it's got, huh? I kind of want to read these a little bit. Are you willing to die? Are you willing to die? Then you're our man. The speaker says, despite the march of progress, one fact remains: flying to the red planet is a risky, dangerous proposition. So this is an interview about going to Mars and knowing that it's a one-stop shop. Short-sightedness. One-stop shop is not the right metaphor to use for that, but essentially that you're not coming back. At your request, I have reviewed the compilation of absurd quotations from bourgeois figures that have since been utterly trounced by progress in Soviet science. 1876. This telephone has too many shortcomings to be seriously considered as a means of communication. William Orton, President of the Western Union. The Americans have need of the telephone, but we do not. We have plenty of messenger boys. Wow. Fooling around with alternating currents, just a waste of time. Nobody will ever use it. Too dangerous. Thomas Edison? Holy shit. The wireless music box has no imaginable commercial value. Who would pay for a message sent to nobody in particular? Partners in response to his request to invest in the radio. While theoretically and technically television may be feasible commercially and financially, it is an impossibility. By Lee DeForest, get rid of it. Our citizens don't care about commercial or financial success. There is no basis whatsoever on which to suggest that nuclear power will ever be possible. It would mean that man has learned to split the atom. Albert Einstein. Very good, but make sure Einstein actually said it, otherwise it'll look like his riddle. A rocket will never be able to leave Earth's atmosphere. New York Times. Huh. Wow. The working man always has been and always will be, but the robot is nothing more than a flash in the pan. From Henry Ford. Jesus Christ, dude. A lot of brilliant people saying some dumbass shit. Television won't be able to hold on to any market it captures after the first 6 months. People will soon get tired of staring at a plywood box every night. Daryl Zanuck, producer and one of the founders of the 20th Century Fox. Not sure about this one. Don't publish it until the party sorts out its relationship to the entertainment programming. 1949. Where a calculator like ENIAC, the first computer today, is equipped with 18,000 vacuum tubes and weighs 30 tons, computers in the future may have only 1,000 vacuum tubes and perhaps weigh only 1.5 tons. From Popular Mechanics. Good, but translate the name Popular Mechanics into Russian instead of leaving it in English. There is practically no chance communication space satellites will be used to provide better telephone, telegraph, television, or radio service inside the United States. From the FCC Commissioner. Underscore the fact that maybe they can't do it, but we sure can. And then 1955. There is no reason for any individual to have a computer in their home. From Ken Olsen, founder of Digital Equipment Corp. An unknown feat. It was spoken with contempt and dismay, so okay. Nowadays, successfully developed his deep-sea dwelling project with the aid of underwater engineers from Sakhalin and is considered a true friend of the Soviets. Blah, blah, blah. Thanks for all the fish. Evolution can't help us in space, but underwater it can reveal our true potential. In this article, you will learn about the potential benefits of exploring and conquering the ocean. To put it bluntly, what's the point in flying to the far reaches of space when our own home holds more secrets than any other planet? Archive conversation. After 2 months, find an excuse for us to visit the place. Tell them Vavilov has achieved amazing results and we want to celebrate it. Invite VIPs. I want to see this with my own eyes. But going on at the theater. I see. Evolution. No. Revolution. Konrad Sechenov's lecture about the Soviet Academy of Science, 1953. We are natural selection. Huh. Sorry, I'm holding up the fucking... How much of this is... Final letter. Hypothetically speaking, thanks to today's discoveries of supplementary biphoton quantum entanglement, I can actually send this letter into the past, say 30 years ago? To myself, at this very terminal. For example, I can write a message to myself dated June 9th, 1955 saying, "Run, the robots have revolted, save yourself." Unfortunately, this is just theory. We're actually quite far from actually communicating with the past, so I'll have to carry that memory of that until my death 63 years from now. What? Unfortunately, we're actually quite far from actually communicating with the past. Huh. Data deleted.
After the incident, Plutonium's brain was no longer suitable for a spark polymer extension. So I designed a similar polymer-based brain function extension for him called Voschod. Cheriton, may he rest in peace, would be pleased to hear that his designs had not been wasted. After the incident...
The incident. Plutonium's brain was no longer suitable. Huh. Dr. Sheshanov. Plutonium is recovering following neural adjustment and the installation of the Spark module. He has no memory of his wife, the events in Bulgaria, or any other of the other data you indicated. He is in an extremely tenuous psychological and emotional state. As an active Argentum agent, he is already fit for duty, awaiting your orders. Unfortunately, during a key phase of the adjustment, an employee expressed sympathy with the agents, describing them as returning from their ordeal as crispy critters. This expression has since become an inextricable part of the agent's psychorhythmic and emotional background. If necessary, we could perform another adjustment in order to fix this linguistic oddity, but it would take time. So that's why he's always going around saying fucking crispy critters. From their ordeal as crispy critters. Huh. An employee expressed sympathy with the agents, describing them as returning from their ordeal as crispy critters. Just a slip of the tongue, and then fucking Agent P-3 just took it and ran with it. Well, goddamn crispy critters. I wonder if they will fix it in the next one. He won't say crispy critters anymore. Or what are the odds somebody goes through and actually finds that? I mean, I guess that's the benefit of going through and looking through some of those logs. Some of them just take so much fucking time. I mean, what? That took like 10 minutes to read or something like that. Where's another goddamn thing? One upstairs. God damn it. About the article. However, if you loose, how do you imagine people to use punctuation to fill a text-based message with an emotional content? People still don't even understand the difference between a dash and a hyphen, or a comma and a semicolon, and you want them to start using these characters to communicate with their mood? Truly absurd. Get rid of it. Is this like about emojis or some shit? Yeah, all in all, I think it's well written. It's saying good job of explaining the concept of developing faster ways to transmit text. The comparison to mail and then telegraph and then telephone and then finally terminal system is quite good. Oh, it's talking about like dalliance with depicting emotions via text, like fucking winky faces and fucking parentheses and shit like that. Using parentheses for the mouths and the colons and semicolons for fucking winking and eyes and shit. It's funny. I think you'd be better off doing, wait, I read what you wrote about using a colon in parentheses to make a smiley face. Obviously, that's exactly what I said. It's a cute idea, but Privilov will never approve something like that. I think you'd be better off doing it in a different way. Remember how people used to abbreviate words in telegrams? Maybe if you want to show you're happy, you could write hap, and if you feel sad, you could just write sad. Think it over. Dmitry, I read your plan to install me an implantable module. This is to Sechenov. from Zakharov. Oh shit, okay. I have no desire. Wait, I must repeat yet again. I have no desire for arms, legs, hair, or the need to waste time eating and going to the bathroom. I'm fine, Dmitri, but your weak-minded desire to anthropomorphize, I don't fucking know, man. Everything under the sun is making me uneasy. Instead of thinking about how to put me in the head of some muscle-bound member of the Communist Youth League, why don't you find a way to cast off the burden of your own aging flesh? Excerpt from Technology for Kids. Such as request find references to Homo Sovieticus throughout the entire database and change it to Homo Futurum in every instance.
Here's another one.
God damn it. This is a long one. This lengthy forward leads me to my conclusion. Your quest to undergo life-extending procedures is officially denied. Please do not pursue this matter any further. There is no point. Pavlov. Transferred to theater. Terminated humans. Ugh. Troubling issue. What the fuck? Due to my frailty and hectic schedule, I've been unable to confirm these suspicions, for which I request that you immediately send me any archival information. Blah, blah, blah. What is this? When I cut into and violate a living animal, I must smother within myself upbiting reproach that I am, with my coarse and disrespectful hand, breaking a machine of transcendent artistry. That's a whole lot of I don't give a fuck. Confidential. Vitally, you know that Comrade Pavlov has been a little anxious lately. So, got a little request for you. Comrade Pavlov is, shall we say, getting on in years. We should try to keep his worries to a minimum. He's a talented scientist, but he's become painfully sentimental in recent years. If you get any requests regarding particularly complex issues, just stall him for a bit and tell me right away. Oh, just 25 years ago, more than half all Soviet citizens were illiterate. Damn, today we are flying into space. What awaits us tomorrow? Will we have time to catch our breath before our next great leap?
As a young man, plutonium, now P-3, was confident and funny, which played a key role in his assignment to Argentum. He was a promising operative, but lagged behind many other candidates in a number of ways. However, the positive influence and infectious good humor he imparted to his fellow servicemen, especially in comparison to the more morose Commander Kuznetsov, served as a compelling reason to recruit him. Because of this, the emergence of a more intimate relationship between him and Agent Blesna was only a matter of time.
Oh no. The Sakharov incident to Sachevnov from Zakharov. You don't understand me, or is it that you don't want to? Or are you afraid of losing the man who will give you your brilliant future? No, I'm not particularly fond of the human race you love so dearly, but that's not the reason, Dmitri. I'm the only one who can sort out all of the finer points from the inside. The implant can only be configured and analyzed from within the subject's consciousness. No test subject, whether it be a rat or even a human being, can perform this kind of research. You are preventing me from continuing my work. In the subject's consciousness. Huh. It's talking about trying to convince him to turn him into a glove. Can't go through there. Did we read all this?
Yes, it's part of the experiment. You won't see anyone. Not me, not anyone else. Okay, subject. You will now have a conversation with two young women. Their names are Betsy
That's me.
and Olga.
Hello.
I need you to talk to them and tell me which of the young ladies you spoke to is not a human being, but an artificially generated voice. Is that clear?
Yeah, sure. I get it.
You may begin.
So, Betsy, do you have any kids?
I'm afraid not. But I want to have 2 when I finish my internship in about 3 years or so.
Huh. Okay. And here's the last one. Olga, could you ever kill someone?
Me? I don't know. Maybe if they were an enemy or trying to hurt people. Yeah, I guess I could do it to protect the motherland.
Excellent. We're done here. So, which of the 2 young women you spoke with is a machine?
I think it's Betsy. Yes.
So, you think Olga is human?
That makes sense to me.
Please note that I never told you that either of them was human.
Huh.
So they're both machines?
Actually, none of the individuals you've spoken to during this experiment are human. Thank you for your time. Please escort the subject out.
So the fucking, the doctor wasn't even a human. The Raven 1 satellite was launched into orbit, but we were immediately notified that it had malfunctioned. That's the official version anyway. The unofficial version is more complicated. The Pleiadian samples on the orbiting satellite began to behave in a completely unexpected fashion in zero gravity and independently terminated communications with Earth. 2 years later, in 1957, we're planning to send a remote-controlled module disguised as another satellite to shed some light on these events, but until then, Raven 1 will be described as a failed, shuttered project in all official documents. There's Pleiadians just fucking out in space. Data deleted from Sechenov. Plutonium is to be removed from Argentum. He'll report directly to me. As for this linguistic oddity of his, leave it to be. It will give him elements of a new personality. Perform the necessary operations, install the module, and put him in a hospital room under surveillance. We can always turn a positive into a negative. The linguistic oddity, leave it to be. It will give him a few new elements of a new personality. The fucking crispy critter shit. Huh. And then I think we read all those shit.
Okay, play this one.
Commencing playback.
Following his recovery, the agent's personality was altered significantly, including his behavioral and speech patterns. Because of this, I made the decision to remove the agent from the Argentum unit. In order to prevent any possibility of memory recidivism, Plutonium received a new call sign, P-3, and is now under my direct command and observation. P-3's contact with Argentum has been kept to a minimum, and Argentum personnel have been warned against mentioning the call sign Blesna in P-3's presence.
Crispy. I'll get another one.
What? Sechenov has you on a leash. He does whatever he wants with you.
Listen, Doc, he saved my life. Do you think I don't know I'm a test subject? That's my job.
So you're a volunteer, huh? Then why are you such a disobedient test subject?
Because before they always told me what they were doing. I'll go get another recording.
Are you cheating again? You sank my aircraft carrier E2. Sank my submarine D8. What are you, simple? If you got a hit at A10, there can't be anything at B10. Did you forget that you can't put ships right next to each other, or is this going to be like last time? Are you nuts? Do you really think I can't see what you're doing from up here? Why are you using your workspace to play Battleship? They told me not to let the Klimov brothers work together, but I didn't listen. If I see this again, I'll keep one of you here and have the other transferred to Vavilov to plant potatoes. Get back to work. To Zakharov, from Zakharov. Vice is a physiological condition. In the magnum opus of opium of the masses, the Bible, this is demonstrated clearly, if indirectly, man learned of vice not after eating a mystical fruit, but after coming to know himself. The body dictates vice to us. We want to procreate, so we become rapists and perverts. We want to eat, so we steal money and food. We want pleasure, so we surround ourselves with senseless luxury. Man is not given to vice on his own. What pushes him toward it is his limited, primitive shell, which requires food, sex, drugs, and care. Only the brilliance of pure intellect can illuminate mankind's path forward, because man is not a body. He is a way of thinking. He's saying that truly intelligent people recognize desires as the body is just, smart people can wave off desires because they know that it's artificial or just created by the body. They're in a way senseless needs. Like there's no point to them. I guess it does make sense, but it's got a little bit of a fucking grind set mentality, and those guys are fucking annoying. In response to those who are curious about the radio, yes, we really can I think we've already read this one. Klimov. From now on, don't bother the alternate prediction department with childish questions in the vein of who'd win in a fight, shark or bear. P.S. the bear, obviously. Another one up there. Holy shit, okay. This is... Are you trying to embarrass the entire Soviet Union with this crap? Compliant. People I don't care about. Going forward, please be mindful of... Okay. Report. Pavlov. Double check this data, especially about the dandelions. It's clearly an error. What were we supposed to do with 40 tons of dandelions on Mars? Make dandelion wine? Still don't care about it. Be especially mindful of information about employees who were allegedly injured during the project. Delete the names of all casualties. Excerpt from Life magazine instead of Time magazine. They are a mystery and will remain one, but we can say this much for certain. Argentum is currently the best trained special forces squad on Earth, and given the Soviet Union's plans, could become the best trained squad in the solar system before long. Jesus. To Sechenov. Comrade Sechenov, following the events in Bulgaria, agents Blesna and Plutonium have both returned in a coma. They are in a vegetative state and are not connected to the neural network. No signs of consciousness have been observed, awaiting your orders. So, Blesna must have been his wife, or, you know, romantic interest, and they fought together. This is more Vavilov shit. The only question is when these robots will demand equal rights for themselves and how bloody the revolution will be. Acceleration of evolution. We just need to give evolution a shot in the arm and it'll do the rest for us, which is how it's always been, by the way. There's 2 more fucking terminals, but Jesus Christ, where's this? There it is. A lot of data in this fucking episode. This is a lecture. Defeatist attitude, blah blah blah. This would be a step backward. Instead, we must perfect science in order to fully subjugate nature itself, whether it be here on Earth or somewhere else. To Sechenov. There was a fire in Comrade Zakharov's lab this morning. The professor was found dead in the medical lab. It was obvious that he had independently performed an unauthorized neurosurgical procedure using remote-controlled medical robots. His remains are being analyzed, awaiting your orders. He did it himself. This is exactly what the population's ideological education needs to be #1 priority. No topic. Get over here right now, please. Something's wrong. Dumb and Dumber. Please change the workspace environments for Y and M, Klumov, and put them as far from each other as possible. Despite these employees' excellent professional qualifications, their productivity plummets if they are able to converse with one another. Employees have been complaining about their loud laughter and inappropriate jokes. What a bunch of fucking killjoys. Sharked. I'm simply outraged. Wait, from Lebedov to Privalov. Innovations analyzing structures, blah blah blah. That's right, they're logging into our system, blah blah blah. I have no intention of disparaging the achievements of this project, blah blah blah. If anyone else comes in here to save themselves a copy of the latest Billie Eilish song, I'll cut off access for a month. What the fuck? Wait a minute, hold up. That's right, they're logging into our systems to hear the latest music from the radio of the future. I have no intention of disparaging the achievements of this project. Hearing music that will not be written for 30 or 40 years is truly a scientific marvel, but only for the layman. Your employees are men of science, not greasers in leather jackets and tight jeans. If anyone else comes in here to save themselves a copy of the latest Billie Eilish song, I'll cut off access for a month. That's fucking hilarious. Despite the obvious importance of the entire archive for Facility 3826, I have been unable to get authorization for additional shipments. Blah, blah, blah. Before the accident, Zakharov promised to solve the problem via his personal channels. Do you have any such channels of your own, and could you perhaps solve the problem for me? If not, the entire system might go belly up someday. To Sechenov. The agent's tests have yielded impressive results. While immersed in limbo, this seemingly fragile young woman literally becomes an invincible fighter. The implications for training sabotage specialists, as well as our overall approach to secrecy, are enormous. The fighter's memory can literally be wiped without harming their skills or personality. The term sleeper agent will take on a whole new meaning very soon.
Nechayev has emerged from his year in rehab a new man, with new habits and behaviors. For example, he's become fond of a certain euphemism. Crispy critters. It all started after one of the medics described him and Blesna as crispy critters during his recovery. He was still in a coma at the time. He suddenly leaped out of bed and nearly strangled the medic to death. The staff subdued him by shouting, "We're under fire," after which Plutonium ducked for cover, hit his head, and passed out. Ever since then, crispy critters has become part of his vocabulary. Could it be an example of psychological imprinting?
Huh. I went to the psychologist for a checkup as requested. In total, my sessions took 11 hours, about 2 of which were spent on smoke breaks. The psychologist found no deviations.
Let's give this one a spin.
Procedure. Implant the Voskhod neuropolymer brain function extension. Objective. Total elimination of destructive impulses triggered by traumatic memories. Patient, Major Sergei Nechayev. Codename, Plutonium. Attempt number 3. The first 2 operations were unsuccessful. The patient suffered a severe brain injury in Bulgaria, which could not be repaired. The damage is of such severity that the patient will likely have to be euthanized.
Did you hear that? He wanted to kill you.
The frontal lobes are partially destroyed, causing the patient to experience bouts of uncontrollable rage. The patient's steel prostheses render him dangerous to those around him.
And that's about your seizures.
Due to the incidence of temporary insanity, the patient is immersed in a surreal psychedelic reality that prevents him from accepting the consequences of his aggressive behavior.
I don't get it. Can you translate for me?
You're not gonna like it.
The patient experiences intense hallucinations. Did you see your wife again, my boy?
How did you know that?
Yet a Voskhod implant will give the patient artificial memories and allow him to overcome his obsession with his deceased wife.
Your wife.
It's all bullshit. I've never been married.
With Voskhod, we can send the agent's consciousness into the imaginary world of limbo via a pulse aimed directly at his pituitary gland, switching the Major into combat mode on command. I'd like to add that I am strongly opposed.
What a load of crap. I mean, there's no fucking way.
I'm afraid there is. Sechenov can send your mind to your own private paradise with the push of a button.
And my body?
Your body will kill whoever he tells it to.
Fucking horseshit.
Explains Molotov.
Are they also Sechenov?
No. The hallucinations are just your brain's defense mechanism.
Why the hell should I believe any of this? The boss would never do this to me.
Yeah, right. Just like he'd never wipe your wife's existence from your memory. Just like he'd never design Collective to be a mind control system.
Who said Sechenov did any of that stuff? You can't even tell who's in that chair.
If you don't believe me, go ask him. What's the plan, Major?
He's waiting for us at Chelomey. If we want to stop Sechenov, we'll have to string him along.
So you bring me there as your captive, and then what?
And then we play it by ear.
So that's how it is, Major. Think it over while I try to hack this elevator and get us back to the surface.
Uh-huh. Paying attention now, dickbag?
Major, I have no data about this incident.
Trying to make a monkey out of me, are you? Well, join the club. Don't have any data, huh? You've always known about all this. There's a reason you're called Charless, right? You're Char-a-ton. Zaharov, you son of a bitch. Got an explanation? Huh?
There's nothing to explain, Major. You're just as much a Charless to me as I am a perfect stranger to you. First, Sechenov murdered me. Then he turned me into a blob of polymer goo. Then he brainwashed you and manipulated you. How could I trust either of you? That's why I pretended to be the chatting artificial librarian. I wanted to see who was who.
Yeah, well, I guess I would have done the same. So what are we gonna do now, huh?
What else can we do, Sergei? You and I are friends now, and we know the truth. We need to get to Sechenov, rectify this injustice, and get revenge for what he's done to us.
I guess you're right, Chariton. Justice does need to be done.
You're a good man, Comrade Major. I hate to say this, but you're the first functional example of an ordinary link in the Collective network. On Monday, everyone who has undergone polymerization will become just as malleable as you.
Shit, I can't let that happen. Listen, the fucking gadget, the thought device, you can just take it off.
Unfortunately, that won't help anyone. It just makes things worse.
How come?
Because all your thoughts are useless. A polymerized person's signal will be transmitted to robots and other equipment via their thought controller. But it is not what makes them a part of Collective. The thought device can be removed, but this merely prevents the wearer from being able to make calls and give orders to machines.
So how is Sechenov going to keep everybody under control?
It's the neuropolymer injection that makes people part of Collective. It embeds itself in the brain and connects it to the neural network once and for all. The effect of this injection cannot be undone. Everyone who gets an injection will be part of Collective forever.
But was I really married? What was my wife's name?
Ekaterina. And you aren't going to like what I'm about to tell you, Comrade Major.
I've heard that before, but I doubt anything could surprise me now.
You and your wife served with the Argentum unit. Ekaterina, or Katya as you called her, was a highly qualified agent. As a
Okay.
child, she studied ballet and made significant achievements in both dance and martial arts.
Oh no.
Ballet and martial arts. Are you trying to tell me the boss is metal twins? No way. This is total BS. The boss would never do something like that.
Just look at me, Comrade Major. After I died, my consciousness was transplanted into this
Oh
glove. After your
no.
wife died, her consciousness could not be saved. But Sechenov uploaded an imprint of her professional skills into his bodyguard's matrices.
This is... Holy shit. Fuck me, this can't be a...
We've got a ride, Major. We can get out of here.
If that isn't the most fucked up part of this whole thing, that dude's been fucking our wife 2 times over.
Can we go, Major?
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here.
Okay, let's go.
I'm really sorry you had to go through all this.
Oh, shit! Oh, here we go again.
No, not now! Not here!
Oh no. What the fuck?
We are all monsters in the dark, my boy. How many times have we talked about this? Each book from my father's library was nothing but a fragment of the knowledge I sought. I've spent my entire life putting those fragments back together, juxtaposing each scientific fact. And once I'd completed the puzzle, I found a book that now prevents me from sharing my knowledge. That book is human greed and human. People have no time to dedicate themselves to science. On the other side of the world, they're busy playing with money. And on this side, they're playing with the power of the masses. Science, shattered to pieces by the husks no one has ever read. None of the social systems that exist now allow humanity to fully evolve. They are all
What the hell?
Get rid of money and let robots toil for us. Get rid of inequality and the lie of communism. Give people freedom of choice. Accelerate evolution. Share our knowledge with everyone and combine our minds into a single great collective. Then science will start to flow within the minds of all the citizens of a unified nation. A great scientific union that encompasses the entire globe. Collective is the hand of goodness, and it is ready to embrace all mankind. Lift up your head and open your eyes, my boy. You understand the weight of a mind deprived of knowledge better than anyone else.
What the fuck?
Lead humanity to the apex of evolution without internecine strife, without falling into the abyss of war and hatred. You are a warrior of science. Take up your sword of knowledge and strike at the very heart of the capitalist bureaucracy. Make the world pure and great. Those who die will be preserved as digital copies. No one will ever be forgotten again. Collective is a new world. A world of limbo. A world where everyone will be intelligent and happy. Which world is this happening in, my boy?
What the fuck? Whoa. Now I'm running super fast. What in the fucking fuck? It's a Fortnite bus. Oh shit.